In the last video, we discussed about extraneous variables or relevant variables, which are unwanted variables in a particular experiment, which affects the result of that experiment. So, researchers or the experimenters use some techniques to control these relevant or extraneous variables. So, we are going to understand the techniques which the experimenters use to control the relevant variable. Techniques to control relevant variable. So, we learned there are three types of relevant variables or extraneous variables, that are situational variables, organismic variable, and then sequential variable. So, let us see the first one, situational variable. How can we control the situational variable, or how the experimenters control, or what technique they use to control the situational variable. Let us take an example first. We are doing a study on the effect of meditation meditation on concentration. We are doing the study on effect of meditation on concentration. Which are the what are the examples for situational variables? Noise, temperature, etc. So, our study is on the effect of meditation on concentration. So, which is the unwanted variable here? Which will be the unwanted variable? Yes, noise will be the situational variable here. We don't want noise in the particular room where the participants are meditating. We don't want the situational variable noise in the particular room where the participants are meditating. So, how can we control this noise, the situational variable? The technique they use to control the situational variable is elimination. So, this is the technique which the experimenters use to control the situational variable, elimination. We can eliminate the particular variable that is disturbing your study, here that is noise. So, how can we eliminate the situational variable noise here? We can set a soundproof lab for the experiment. For this study, we can set a soundproof lab. Suppose if the elimination of that particular variable is not possible, elimination of that particular situational variable is not possible, then we can make the sound constant. We can make the sound constant so that the effect remains the same. There won't be any change in the result of that particular experiment. So, these are the techniques which the experimenters use to control the situational variable, that are elimination. The reference is to elimination, but if the elimination of that particular variable is not possible, then you can make the variable constant, so that they won't be, so that the effect remains the same throughout the experiment. So, the first one is our situational variable. Technique uses elimination. If it is not possible, you can constant, make the variable constant. Now, which is the second relevant variable? Organismic. Now, let us see how the experimenters control the organismic variable which is related to organisms, such as anxiety, fear, temperature, etc. sorry, not temperature, intelligence. So these are some organismic variables: anxiety, fear, intelligence, etc. So let us take an example, studying about food habits in a culture. A study on the food habits of a culture. So we are going to study on the food habits of a culture. The extraneous variable here is the economic background. Economic background. Obviously, the food habits that follow the people from a poor economic or financial background will be different from the people who follow the food habit from a sound financial background. So the extraneous variable here is the economic background. So which technique we can use to control this the organismic variable? We can use the technique matching. Matching is the technique we use to control the organismic variable by the experimenters. So how can we match? We can match the background of people. We can match the background of this. We can take or similar background. We can select participants or groups from the similar background. Then we can select the match pairs. So we already learned there are experimental group and control group. So when we assign participants or when we divide the group, we can put the participants from the similar background to both or all the groups, to experimental group and for control group. We can select or we can put the participants from the similar background. So that is matching. So what are we matching? It could be socio-culture, socio-economic background, then it could be age, it could be caste, etc. So whatever is required to be matched as per the requirement of that particular topic, anything that is required for that particular topic which we study on, we can match. So the technique we use for organismic variable is matching, that is selecting the participants from the similar background. It could be socio-economic background, age, caste, anything that is required to be matched as per the topic which we are going to study. So the matching is the technique used by organismic variables. And which is the third extraneous or relevant variable? Sequential. Sequential variable is the third one. So the experimenter gives tasks in a sequence. So one after the other, A, B, C we discussed earlier. So which are the two experimental fatigue and practice effect involves in sequential behavior. How can we control this? So two tasks to be given to the participant, then people may be tired, that is experimental fatigue, may be tired or may be practiced better, practice effect. They may get practiced with the same task, repeating same task. So how can we control this? you could change the sequence of the task. Suppose group 1 and group 2, two groups are there. So, for the first group you can give task A first, you can give task A first, then task B, and for the second group you can give task B first, then task A. Then after that you can repeat the experiment by giving task, for the first group you can give task B first, then task A, and then you can give for the second group task A first and then task B. So, the technique used here is counterbalancing technique. The technique which the experimenters use to control the sequential behavior is counterbalancing technique, that is, interchange the order of the task. Interchange the order of the task. So that the result is not modified because of the experimental fatigue or the practice effect. So, these are the techniques used by the experimenters to control the relevant or extraneous behavior, variables. First, three types of extraneous or relevant variables are there: situational, organismic and sequential. For to control situational variable, the experimenters use the elimination technique, and if the elimination is not possible, you can make the variable constant. Then in organismic variable, the researchers or the experimenters use the technique of matching. They use the technique of matching, and then you can take participants from similar background. Then the third one, sequential variable, it involves experimental fatigue and practice effect. Here you can, the experimenters use the technique of counterbalancing, where they can interchange the order of the task. Okay, so these are the techniques used by the experimenters to control the relevant variables or extraneous variables. Our next topic is the advantages and disadvantages of the experimental method. Let us see the advantages first. First one, convincing evidence of cause and effect of relationship. So, this is the beauty of the experimental method, the cause and effect relationship. It is a very well designed technique, and then it is a scientific method, and we get accurate results from the experimental method, and it is highly controlled. These are the advantages of experimental method. And coming to disadvantages, artificial as a method. Artificial as a method, because all the settings are we are setting conditions, and the participants are bring to these conditions or to these settings, and no real life settings are there. So, it is artificial and only stimulate situations existing on the outside world. So, we cannot do all kinds of experiments in all kinds of studies in this experimental in the experimental lab. We cannot do all kinds of studies in experimental lab. Now, low external validity. So, we cannot apply it in every settings. Not feasible for studying all the problems. We cannot give shock treatment to a person and study on that. It is unethical. So, it is not feasible for studying all the problems. Then difficult to know and control the relevant variables. We were discussing about the relevant variables. It is difficult to know and control all the relevant variables in that particular experiment. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of the experimental method. Now the last topic is field experiment and quasi experiment. In the experimental method itself there are certain types. Here we are going to study the field experiment and quasi experiment. In the field experiment, the experiment is happened in the laboratory. Experiment happens in the laboratory and it is under controlled situation or controlled settings. So field experiment happens in the laboratory and it is under controlled settings, a setting which is actually meant for that particular experiment, that is field experiment. And quasi experiment is as if experimentation. Here no modifications are giving. Suppose we are studying about the after effects of earthquake, then we cannot create earthquake. So here the variable is not manipulated. We cannot create the earthquake, variable is not manipulated, only be selected, that is quasi, as if experimentation. Whatever is there, so only groups can be divided and variables can be selected. Groups can be divided, variables can be selected, no manipulation in the variables, as if whatever there is, with that we do the experiment. This is field experiment and quasi experiment. So let us summarize. In the experimental, we were studying about the experimental method and what are experiments. What are experiment method? Experiments are generally conducted to establish cause-effect relationship between two variables. So how the changes in one factor affects the other factors. The first factor is the cause and the second factor is the effect. And then we learned about the independent and concept of variable. Anything that varies is the variable. It could be the thing, habit, situation, event, feelings, quality, quantity, etc. that can vary and can be measured. So these are variables. And independent and dependent variable, it is a variable or condition of an event which is selected by the experimenter for manipulation and variation, and this here it is the cause, and it is variable or condition of an event which the effect, the dependent variable is observed and measured, and it is the effect. Dependent variable is the effect. And then we discussed about experimental group and controlled group. In a experimental study, we divide groups. So the participants, the group we perform the experiments is experimental group. Here the independent variable manipulation is given, the modification is given, and control group nothing is doing or no manipulation is there in the control, which is for the purpose of comparison. And then we studied about extraneous variable or relevant variables, which are unwanted variables for that particular experimentation. Then we learned about different types of variables: extraneous variables, situational, organismic and sequential. Situational variables are environmental variables, whatever is there in the time of conducting the research, example noise and temperature. Then organismic behavior, anxiety, fear, intelligence, etc. Then sequential variable, experimental fatigue and practice effect. Then we learned how to control the relevant variables or extraneous variables. For situational variable, we can use the method of elimination and can make, if not possible, then we can make the variable constant. And for organismic variable, we can use the technique of matching. And then for sequential variable, we can use the technique of counterbalancing, which is interchange the order of the task. And then we learned about the advantages and disadvantages of experimental method, and then we learned finally the field experiment and quasi experiment. This is all about the experimental method. Thank you.